Hi everyone, it's Tiffany. I am back in The Sims 4 with a speed build video. So today, I'm hoping this video goes up today, but today, the new patch came out and we have curved walls. So everybody got curved walls for free in the newest base game update. I'm so excited to check these out. Beyond excited, mostly because, as a little backstory, my husband and I bought a farm earlier this year. And for our main residence, our home on the property, we are building a geodesic dome home. I'm so excited to be able to actually build it in The Sims now. So that's what I'm doing. We have a plan. It's not built yet in real life. So we have a plan, a little floor plan. It's half done. The dome's up. We're working on the inside. So we have an idea of what we want it to be. And I just thought, how perfect would it be to put it here in The Sims? So basically, it's going to be pretty open for the most part, and the only real closed off room is going to be the bathroom, which you can see back there. And right away, I was thinking, this seems so big in the game, which it is. It ended up being way bigger than real life because I added a ton more things in there. I did end up shrinking this down just a tiny bit. I should be doing that here shortly. But I just brought it in like a tile or two. Anyway, one glitch with the flooring, with the curved walls, is it does this. I don't know how to explain that. It just goes in all different directions. That's if you rotate the tile. So if you do it like the actual way, that the default way that it's supposed to go, it works out fine. But if you try to rotate it the other way, it gets all funky. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I didn't initially want the wood floors to be running that way. I wanted them to be running the other way, but it's fine. It's fine. So you can see right there, I kind of shrunk it just a tiny bit and I fixed the windows there. But the dome home that we have, you guys can see a little bit more about the real life version of it on my vlog channel, which is Ohcluck. I think I have it linked in the description box. We have tons of videos coming up about it, but essentially, what should I talk about first? Oh, sorry, before we get into it again, this roof problem, you'll see it doesn't line up correctly. It just doesn't. The circle roof and the roof for the circle. Sorry, my cat's on her crinkle mat. But they don't line up, so it ended up looking a little funky. But anyway, back to the dome. It is on a platform that looks exactly like this. And I do realize that the platform's also a little wonky in here, but I left it just because it was the most realistic for me personally. This build isn't necessarily just for looks, it's just to completely resemble our idea of what we want the dome to look like. So anyway, let's work on, I kind of went everywhere. I didn't work on one room and then another room, kind of though. I tried. I kind of went back and forth. So the main room is going to be also the bedroom as well as the kitchen and kind of like the living space. But then we have the bathroom. Now the bathroom wasn't initially going to have a shower in it. It was going to be an outdoor shower, but now we're having a shower in it. I'm so excited for that. It won't be this big. Like I said, this build just ended up being larger than life size. So we do plan to have, the toilet, the shower. We're not going to have a tub, but a sink, and then just some storage and some, mirror and towels and stuff like that. So anything else is pretty extra. I did end up going plant crazy in here, which is fine because I love me some plants. And we had all this extra space, so had to fill it with something. Actually, this blank wall right here that I tried to put a picture on, it just was not, like I didn't know what to put there. Eventually, I came across one of the plants. Was it from the Blooming Rooms kit? I don't know. If I remember to look, I'll check. But it was a structure. One of the plant structures fit perfectly there. So I just moved some of the plants around and made it fit. But I was really excited to be able to add all of these plants and give it a little bit of life. And the reasoning, behind all the white and all of the floor being the same, that's basically how it's going to be. The floor is all going to be like a gray floorboard kind of look. And the dome itself is white and the inside is white as well because it's just a big dome. So you can't really, you could paint the walls, but it just, I don't know. I feel like that would look really weird. I know some people paint their dome walls, but we're not really, because it's fabric, you can't, I don't know. I'm not going to judge anybody who's painting their walls. I wanted curtains, but I also didn't want to block the view. So I ended up just taking out those middle curtains. And it looks a little weird with the 2 poles on the outside ones, but I was like, we're just going to overlook that as well. Or just overlooking a bunch of things. Now, one plan that we're going to have for the dome is this wall behind the bed is going to be basically bookshelves, but they're going to be like set in so that we can actually climb up, and then above the bathroom there's going to be like a loft where we can like lay or hang out, or the cats can hang out, or we can store things. But I didn't do that in this build, although it would have been pretty cool with ladders. I think that would have been really neat. So maybe I can just do another dome build. I feel like I want to do a couple more dome builds just because there's so many different ways you can design these, and I think it'd be really fun. So if it is something you're interested in, let me know, and I will work on some. This trash can, couldn't find a place for it. I tried to cover it up with a plant, but I was like, no, the plant goes better here. So the trash can kind of just floats. There's some questionable things, but we go with it. But I did really like this table, and I was going to use the matching chairs, but I thought it looked too rustic. I kind of wanted, that was another thing, is this whole thing ended up being like black, white, and gray, because that's basically what it's going to be almost. So I tried with the kitchen at least adding in some brown, and I think it started like sparking some creativity, because I then brought the brown to almost the rest of the home, just not in the bathroom, but that's fine. I always do black and white bathrooms. But looks really good with the light brown. I think I ended up doing splashes of blue as well. You know me, I struggle with using just black, white, and gray, and we're trying to branch away from that. Keyword trying. So anyway, it took a while to find a carpet that would fit there. I wanted to use a circle. Also, like, I wanted to use the first ones that I had picked, but they just stuck out too much, and I was like, I can't look past that. So this is the point where I realized I have too much space over there. And I didn't think of it till, just now. But, well, not just now, just later in this build. I was like, I'll just put a desk in there. So we do end up putting a desk in there. Now, we have a nice little space here for just a lounge area, which we probably won't actually have in the dome. There's a small chance there'll be a little space, but I think it would be where the dining table will go, because I think the kitchen is going to be smaller, more cramped in real life. So right where this lounge space is probably where that little dining table will go instead. If we do manage to squeeze the dining table over there, then I will definitely put a little couch, not a little couch, maybe just a little armchair right there, so we can have somewhere to sit comfortably. I know we have the bed and we have the dining chairs, but you just want that nice plush seat. So I needed to throw some plants in, and actually I found this rug. I love it. I don't remember it, and I don't remember seeing it. It's a beauty, but also not a great thing about The Sims is there's so many things hidden behind in the swatches, right? So if you look over a rug, you may never know the potential that lies there. So I've lately been filtering through color so I can see a lot more variety. Anyway, so I started expanding and adding some browns in. I think I really started bringing the browns in with the carpet underneath the bed, which I wasn't too sure about adding in the first place. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do carpet under the bed, but I really, really like it now. So now is when we add in, I was going to add in the desk. Oh no, I think I was still thinking about adding another seating area at this point. Well, anyway, I kind of went back and forth. I was like, should I do a coffee table? What do I do here? And then I was like, oh yeah, a desk. And then I realized this was the wrong desk because I was still trying to keep with the theme of, did I use tiny living? Tiny homes? I forget what the pack name is. Where we got that little TV stand. But the only thing that's going to fit in this corner in real life is the TV stand and the TV. The desk will absolutely not fit. We actually have to build a separate office. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, this is pretty much everything that's going to be in this. Well, not really. This is more than what's going to be in this dome. But I did throw it. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to do, I tried to fix the roof just temporarily. I was like, that's not going to work at all. Anyway, I needed to reposition this on the lot because I realized, y'all know the struggle with the gallery. You have to have it facing the right way, and you have to have it on the right lot in order for it to take a good picture. So I had to make sure it was facing the right way. Plus, I'm glad that it ended up facing this way. Kind of, like I said, I Wanted it to face the other way so we had that view, but it's fine. I could change it later. But the lot, I went crazy in debug, and I think it turned out to be one of the best landscaping jobs I've ever done. And landscaping is one of my favorite things to do in The Sims, just because I love the trees and the ponds and the gardens and everything. And this probably took me longer than the actual build took me. Honestly though, I don't know. It's very close. It's very close. So I used debug like crazy. Did I end up keeping that chicken? No. I was like, this is a cute little piece, because it is really plain in the front, you know, like around the dome in general. So, and it's not like I could use, I mean, I'm sure I could have somehow used the vines and stuff to climb up the walls, but obviously things snapping to the curved walls is not really exactly working right now. So I just left it, and I was like, I'm gonna make the outside so crazy cool. It's gonna be amazing. Just look at all these mushrooms and everything. Like, this is perfect. I want to live here. I want to, if I do, I don't know what series I can use this for, but I want to use it. It's just so beautiful. And so, like, in the forest, which is pretty much like our dome, we're kind of setting it in the middle of the property, kind of surrounded by forests. So we don't have a pond. I haven't built the pond in this yet, but I was setting up for one way in the back corner by the weeping willow. Yep, here I go. And we want to have a pond in real life by our dome, so I think this is just a really good start. And of course I had to throw in fireflies. Like, I had to. I think that's the best thing to come with the pond tool. And then I just did some terrain paint, and of course I had to paint a path, which did take quite a while, but eventually I got it. And then can't forget the mailbox and the trash bin, which kind of looked a little off, but I have to have those for the lot, so it is what it is. But anyway, that's going to be it. And then we're going to jump into the tour here soon after you see me place the mailbox and everything. Oh, I did some lily pad last minute stuff. But we're going to be heading over to the tour, and we're going to take a look at how it looks when we're walking in, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see it. This will be available on the gallery, by the way. My origin ID is Ohcluck. You can search for that username or the hashtag Ohcluck. So if you guys are interested in downloading this, or downloading it and adjusting it, or making it better, or whatever you want to do, feel free to do so. So let's jump to the tour. All right, here we are on the lot. Look at this beautiful dome. We're gonna make our way over there, but let's admire this beautiful, beautiful scenery. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I just want to live on this lot right now. I don't care if there's a house on here or not. Like, this is just so stunning over here with the pond. Oh, so loving it. But anyway, here is the platform, just like in real life. Honestly, it is, because somewhere along the line we mismeasured the platform, and we actually have some posts that are sticking out a little bit like that. So strangely works. But anyway, let's step foot into the home. We're not going to go over that way first. We'll take a look at the kitchen first. But here it is. Ta-da! Don't mind the wall or the ceilings. Those are a little bit of a problem. One thing I forgot to do was lighting fixtures right there. I use the saucer lights for everything just so I could see. Then I'll add lighting fixtures in later. I did manage to put some here, but that was pretty much it. So whoops, we're just going to have to live with that. But this is the kitchen. I love it. I think it turned out really great. I'm super excited for it. And I'm happy about the little dining area too. I did add this plant last minute. There are actually a few things I added, which I will get to in just a second. I did it right after the camera stopped rolling, and I was like, oh shoot, I need something for this. So anyway, we have a little mini fridge and a little oven, which is pretty much only things we're gonna have in our dome in real life. And we're just gonna have a small amount of counter space just like that. And then moving over this way, we have this cute little seating area, which I kind of do hope we have a little bit of space in the dome for, but I don't know. I do love this rug so very much. I don't think I added anything there, but let's go back over here and take a little look-see at the living space slash bedroom. Just so beautiful. I absolutely love it, and I'm so excited for the bed to be facing the windows and being able to look out. Let's go actually see what the view looks like it's not all that great from here. If the dome were facing out, the windows were facing out that way, oh boy, would that be amazing. So anyway, bed and bookshelf. So yeah, the bookshelves, we're gonna have way different bookshelves than that, but ours are gonna be more like ladder shelves. And then this is what I added last minute. I added the computer because silly me, I was like, oh, we need a laptop on here. Didn't want to do a desktop because we want to be able to move it in case we need the space. And then we have this. Oh, wow. I'd never noticed that before. Do you guys see that? It's like glitchy. There's little squares around each shape. Well, anyway, I added that for a pop of color. And this as well. These are both from the Blooming Rooms kit. Love that kit. Let's just take a little step into the bathroom here, and ta-da! Here we go. So we have the toilet, the sink, and the shower. This is such a good addition, I think. It just doesn't get in the way, like from if you're going from the toilet to the sink. It's not. It's just tucked back nicely. Then we kind of have a little utility area here, and I left these shelves blank for you to fill with whatever you need to. But that is the whole bathroom. It's just, I want to live here now. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap up this speed build video. I want you to leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think of this dome build, other than, you know, the roof not matching up with the walls. Let's just ignore that. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time.